Hello, welcome to the Tennessee Tech University Counseling Center website. We hope you enjoy our Digital Success Workshop series. If after the workshop you have any questions, please call us at 931-372-3331. And as always, if you or someone else you know is having a mental health emergency, please call 911 or go to the nearest emergency room. Thank you. Welcome to the Tennessee Tech University Counseling Center Digital Workshop series. Today's workshop is Mental and Emotional Well-Being, a Student's Guide. This workshop is being brought to you by Paperclip Communications and the Tennessee Tech University Counseling Center. As students, we're all dealing with something. There's a lot of talk about mental and emotional well-being these days. As campus tragedies make the news, and yes, there's been plenty of things to be concerned about, yet there's also plenty of resources at your disposal to help you and your friends deal when things aren't going so well. Your mental and emotional well-being is a major concern on campus officials' radars. You never have to go it alone. While the big stuff makes headlines, you and your fellow students are understandably dealing with concerns on an everyday basis. Dig around campus, dig around the campus website, and identify resources that are there for you. There's no shame or scandal in reaching out for help. Behavioral warning signs. It's difficult to predict who could be pushed over the edge these days when it comes to the idea of violence and harm to self or others. There's no cookie-cutter profile. However, the American Psychological Association offers these warning signs that when clustered or grouped together could signal a problem. Repeated loss of temper, frequent physical fighting, vandalism, property damage, enjoyment in hurting animals, feelings of rejection and marginalization, feeling like you're a victim of bullying, poor school performance, and many other warning signs. If you're not feeling like yourself, or if you have a friend who's not acting what's usually normal for that person, please reach out and report your concerns to a trusted staff member, faculty member, university campus police, or the counseling center. Chances are, if you're noticing worrisome behaviors, others are too. Your tip may be one of many that helps piece together pattern behavior and leads to that person getting the help that he or she needs. Life events that impact our mental health. There's a whole spectrum of mental and emotional concerns from depression to hazing to body image and much more. Our mental and emotional health can be impacted by a variety of happenings both on and off campus, and chances are that you're currently experiencing or have experienced at least one of them. Do any of these sound familiar? Family issues, relationships, academic pressure, trying to fit in, death of someone you care about, disordered eating, not feeling good enough. We all need help coming to grips with things like these that can rock our worlds and turn things upside down. Or maybe there's just a concern on the list that just keeps gnawing at you, sneaking up on you when you least expect it. Dealing with these types of concerns comes out in all sorts of ways, such as anger, sadness, depression, decreased energy, lashing out at others, or engaging in self-destructive behaviors. The next time you cry or get angry with someone, try to trace it back. What's triggering the way you act? Self-harming behaviors. When you're dealing with the cards that life hands us, we sometimes turn on ourselves, engaging in self-destructive behaviors. These can include procrastination, over-exercising, high-risk drinking, experimenting with substances, binging, purging, avoiding food, or any combination of those. Whether you're trying to numb the pain or feel more alive, harming yourself is never the answer. Talk with someone you trust about why you're doing this. Talk with a friend. The first step can lead to treatment, which we all deserve. And remember, the counseling center is also available to reach out to. Recognizing signs and symptoms. As you work to understand and identify mental and emotional issues, here's things to consider. Depression. This serious medical illness is very real. And according to the National Institute of Mental Health, 1 out of 4 people will experience a depressive disorder by the time they turn 24. Depression involves the body and mind, impacting your ability to sleep, study, work, eat, and enjoy life. It's more than feeling the blues for just a few days. It's feeling down and low and hopeless for weeks at a time, feeling unable to pull yourself together. Some signs and symptoms include persistent, sad, anxious, or an empty mood, feelings of pessimism or hopelessness, feelings of helplessness, guilt, worthlessness, loss of interest or pleasure in hobbies and activities that were once enjoyed, decreased energy, fatigue, or being slowed down, difficulty concentrating, remembering, making decisions, insomnia, appetite or weight loss or overeating and weight gain, thoughts of harming yourself, restlessness, irritability, persistent physical symptoms such as headache, digestive disorders, and chronic pain. Appropriate treatment can help most people manage depression. If you have any questions, please feel free to call your Tennessee Tech University Counseling Center. Other depressive disorders include dysthymia and bipolar disorder. Dysthymia is a less severe type of depression. It involves long-term chronic symptoms that keep you from feeling good or functioning well. Bipolar disorder is called manic depressive illness. It's less prevalent. It involves cycling mood changes from severe highs, which is called mania, to lows, which is depression. These mood switches are typically gradual but can occur in a rapid, dramatic manner. Mania looks like abnormal or excessive elation, unusual irritability, decreased need for sleep, increased talking, racing thoughts, marked increased energy, poor judgment, and inappropriate social behavior. Left untreated, mania may worsen to a psychotic state. Anxiety disorders. Millions of people suffer from anxiety disorders. In 2016 and 2017, the American College Counseling Association mentioned that 1 in 6 students may suffer from an anxiety disorder. These include phobias. Social phobia or social anxiety disorder disable people with an overwhelming fear of scrutiny, humiliation, or embarrassment in social situations. As a result, they often avoid them. Specific phobia sufferers have an extreme, irrational, and disabling fear of something that poses little or no danger. This can lead to unnecessary life limitations. Generalized anxiety disorder. Sufferers experience consistent, exaggerated worries about everyday events and activities, expecting the worst even when there's no rational reason to. This disorder lasts at least 6 months, accompanied by headaches, nausea, fatigue, muscle tension, or trembling. Obsessive compulsive disorder, or OCD, is recurrent, unwanted obsessions or compulsive rituals that sufferers feel are out of control. Performing rituals such as counting or hand washing often provides only temporary relief, as this illness is often chronic and subject to relapse. Post-traumatic stress disorder. People who've experienced a traumatic event, such as a natural disaster, car crash, child abuse, sexual assault, or war, may have flashbacks, nightmares, or numbing of their emotions. They may also feel depressed, irritable, angry, and be easily startled or distracted. Panic attacks. These occur when intense fear strikes without warning. Symptoms include rapid heart rate, hot flashes, sweating, trembling, shortness of breath, tingling in fingers or toes, nausea, chest pain, headache and dizziness, abdominal distress, a sense of impending death. Many people go to the ER after they feel these symptoms thinking it's a heart attack. Panic attacks start abruptly and often last about 10 minutes. This information was brought to you by the National Institute of Mental Health. Considering red flags. Certain behaviors raise a red flag, alerting you to the fact that something doesn't feel right. So far, we've considered red flags such as sleep problems, irritability, anger, inappropriate behavior, fear of social situations, food issues, hopelessness, pessimism, and others. There's something to be said for trusting your gut when things feel off. No, you're not a professional who can solve every issue, yet you are an observant, caring individual with insights all your own. So if a red flag becomes apparent, please don't ignore it. Check out the resources on the Tennessee Tech University website so you can reach out for help for the person in question, whether it's you or someone else. Warning signs of suicidal thought. Seek help if you or someone you know exhibit any of the following signs: threatening to hurt or kill oneself or talking about it, looking for ways to kill oneself by seeking access to guns, pills, etc., talking or writing about death, dying, or suicide when these actions are out of the ordinary for the person, feeling hopeless, feeling rage or uncontrolled anger or seeking revenge, acting reckless or engaging in risky activities, seemingly without thinking, feeling trapped like there's no way out, increasing use of alcohol or drugs, withdrawing from friends, family, and society, feeling anxious, agitated, or unable to sleep or sleeping all the time, experiencing dramatic mood changes, seeing no reason for living or having no sense of purpose in life. If someone appears to have a plan for how to end his or her life, that is often a very big red flag. Don't leave a suicidal person alone. Share your concerns with residential life staffer, a counselor, or university police immediately. You can't and shouldn't have to deal with this alone. Helping others. When we live, work, play, and study with other people, we often see their different layers. On the surface, someone may be easygoing and seem to have a lot of friends. Yet, if we delve deeper, you may realize that he doesn't feel close to many people and is having trouble figuring out who he or she really is. We are all like onions, full of multiple layers that when peeled away get closer to our real self. And during our time at college, issues often tend to come out. As you discover people's layers, you may want to help them contend with issues that they're facing. That's a kind inclination, one that will sometimes be met with gratitude and other times with defensiveness. In order to have things go as smoothly as possible, here's some things to keep in mind when you're bringing up concerns. Use I statements. I have noticed you withdrawing from friends. Sounds less accusing than you're withdrawing from us. And the object of your concern is less likely to get defensive. Discuss about the reasons you're concerned. This gives it more of a personal flavor so the person can see how she's impacting others around her. Offer to help. Offer to walk over to the counseling center with him or her, or go to the hall director's office so he or she can share what's going on. Recognize your limits. Don't take on big problems without professional help. It's not good for you or the person you're trying to help. Get trusted faculty or staff involved. Don't make promises. If someone asks you to promise not to disclose what she's telling you, don't do it. That way, if you hear something that makes you believe the person is a threat to herself or others, you can share it with a campus resource. Plus, this is often the best way to get that person the help he or she may need. Well, what do you do if someone tries to help you? A friend may be concerned about you and your behaviors. Try not to get angry, defensive, or mean when this happens. It comes from a place of genuine care. Some things you can do when a friend approaches you include, hear them out. Think about it if your roles were reversed. Consider that it took a lot of courage for him or her to address this topic. And don't feel like you have to excuse your way out of your behavior. Seeking assistance. If you or someone you care about is dealing with a mental and emotional concern, there's plenty of help out there. You can talk with a coach, counselor, Res Life staff, spiritual leader, someone from campus ministry, academic advisor, faculty staff, someone in student affairs, a trusted family member, a county resource, or a hotline. When you decide to start talking about what's on your mind, it's important that you offer the truth. Never apologize for being there. Not think you're wasting anybody's time. Let go of thinking of your problem as not a big deal. Share your emotions and thoughts. Answer questions to the best of your ability and comfort. If you don't feel comfortable talking about mental and emotional health issues with one person, find another resource. Don't delay. There's many resources available. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 1-800-273-TALK. The National Institute of Mental Health can be reached at www.nih.gov. Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration can be contacted at www.samhsa.gov. The National Alliance on Mental Illness, www.nami.org. The American Psychiatric Association's Healthy Minds can be reached at www.healthyminds.org. Seeking help is a sign of true strength. It signals a desire to address tough problems and tough problems that you want to do something about. People both on and off campus have specifically trained to work with college students, helping them resolve mental and emotional issues. And much of this assistance is free, low cost, or covered by insurance. It takes courage to seek help or to help someone else who's struggling. Simply acknowledging that something doesn't seem right is an important first step in the process. Don't ignore the signs. Your response can make a real difference. If you have any questions regarding this workshop, feel free to reach out to the Tennessee Tech University Counseling Center at 372-3331. Again, this workshop was brought to you by Paperclip Communications and the Tennessee Tech University Counseling Center. Thank you. Thank you for watching our Student Success Digital Workshop. If you have any questions, call 372-3331. The Counseling Center is located at the Rhoden University Center, room 307. Our after-hours crisis hotline is 855-206-8997 or 931-372-3331. If you're experiencing crisis, you can also contact the Tennessee Crisis Text Line at TN 741-741. Thank you.